today's life, it is on Equa Television International. Association is that powerful, and no wonder the scripture says, bad company corrupts good moral. Today we are talking about my association. You work, you have a business, you go out day to day to earn a living. What association do you keep? My name is Joyce Jakada. Yours sincerely, Engineer Tony J. Nakali is seated here. Good morning.
Proudly.
Jemima Emmanuel, good morning. Sambu Solomon,
Good morning,
good
Joyce.
morning. Why are you looking all calm as if you are?
You want to start fights?
No.
You started well. Now you want to not finish well.
No, I'll finish well. Oh. Let's talk about association. Like oftentimes we hear people say, be careful, like our parents growing up, be careful with the friends you keep when you're going back to school, boarding school and all. Please don't go and disgrace me. Be careful. Watch the kind of friends. You know where you're coming from. Be mindful of the friends you keep. And then you go to church, you go to Christian gatherings, and you're still one. Be cautious. Be careful with the kind of friends that you actually keep. And somebody says that, you see, the Bible instructed that we love one another, but there is no instruction about you must keep this association. So it means that it should be a deliberate and intentional act when it comes to the association you keep, be it at work or in your place of business. And no wonder you always make reference to all these rich people. Their conversation is not this, oh, this person said this about me, that person, because they are deliberate about the circle. You hear big men, when they sit down, the kind of conversation, you see it aligning. They are deliberate because there is a focus, there is a goal, and that is why they won't just go and just make this person part of their association or make this person the association. Whoever becomes an associate, he must share the same value or the same goal. So let's talk about the importance of the association you keep.
Bad communication corrupts good manners. So when you associate yourself with people that don't help you, people that don't mean well for you, if you can't beat them, join them. Eventually you begin to behave like them, begin to act like them, you begin to unconsciously serve. Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't even know. So when you associate yourself with people that are like you, like minds, people that think like you, act like you, do like you, then you would become better. And then also associating yourself with people that are better than you, so that you become better. So you don't mingle with people that are thieves. You can't have 3 thieves and you say you're not a thief. You're eventually a thief.
So
as
you didn't count well.
There's nothing wrong with the counting.
You can't have liars as friend and then you're not a liar. So eventually you begin to do the things that they
But
do.
I've
Even if
had-
you lie small.
But
Yes,
you know, I've had
eventually
people
you lie
say
big.
that I know myself. Though this person, like, I have 3 thieves as friends, but I know myself. There's no way that I can be a thief. We are
No,
just
say
Check
you know
well.
that we are 4 in a group and we are all thieves.
Check
no, you
well.
don't have 3 thieves.
like I hear people say that me, I know myself. I know I have friends that prostitute, but me, I cannot do that. Like we meet and then the people tell you that no, it's not possible. I know myself. We hang out every day with these people, but I can't be a prostitute.
Men carry them, but me, I don't follow them.
I don't used to follow
It's
them.
not. You don't know that when the Bible says that the devil is wise, we don't understand that the meaning of that wisdom. And the Bible says we should be wise like the serpent. But guess what? It says we should also flee the appearance of evil. Once it appears,
Yes.
flee. Don't sit down to say, because you have strength, let me stay in the midst of evil. I can deal with it. That's it. If you are talking about my associates, look at the point that Joyce just made. I know myself. Of course, you know yourself. You know yourself more than we do. But the point is, what you are looking at, not doing, is not what will tempt you. It's not. Who has carrying men? Who has following men tempted? You don't see ladies following men because other girls are following men. That's not the reason. When they come back bearing gifts. That's the reason.
Mm.
You see, that's the reason. They come back with gifts. They come back with iPhones. They come back, some of them even buy cars.
Yes.
It's not the following the men that is the goal. It's buying the things that becomes the goal. And if you don't have any other thing you can do to immediately give you the means to afford all these things, you will use what is available.
Of course.
Your body. And then this is not the conversation, but Joyce brought it and it's on point. So if you are talking about my associates, you can't just avoid being with them. You even avoid the things that they have. You have a gate between you, what they have, and the person. Because when you start feeling incapacitated to afford things on your own, you start looking in the direction of prostitution. Why? Because the devil is why he would show you solutions from that trade. And before you know it, you want to be, the lead character. People are going and coming back in the morning. You say, what's wrong with coming back after 3 days? There's nothing wrong with coming back after 3 days. As a matter of fact, there are girls who leave the town where they are, their domain, and go to Abuja and stay a week, 2, 3, and come back to Jos and stay or wherever they are, and then stay 2-3 days and go back. Investments. When these investments are paying, you should also have it at the back of your mind that every price is consequential. Some of these consequences are happiness. Some of these consequences are sadness. If you come back with a disease that cannot be cured, you live with the consequences. If you come back and God saves you and you have everything and you say, look, I want to stop this life and I want to, it's also a consequence, but then God has helped you and then you are a changed person. So your associates, is very important that you talk about the people that you are associated with. Some people are associated with positive people, but they hate positivity in their lives. And I think I feel the need to explain that. Haven't you seen people who work with very brilliant people, who flock with very brilliant people, but they are at a very distance from being brilliant? They don't even see that there is something to learn from such people. However, let me keep associating myself with such people. Haven't you seen people like that?
It's even common with the world today.
There
Everybody
are families,
associates with
yes.
success, but
There
it's
are
failure.
families too that everybody is brilliant except one person. That's the closest. That's the closest you can
True.
get. With it. You sleep
Yes.
there, you wake up there, but roadside mechanic is what's on your mind. Like a boy that they ask, what do you want to become? He say he wants to become a conductor from a very rich family. He just likes it when they say, who's a beggar? Yeah. He just likes it and he says, they said, no, that's not a good trade. So choose now and change. So you see, there are people that are associated with people. They have associates. But Joyce, what comes out from this, my associates, is not the result I want in my life. So why be with these people? You enter the vehicle to Abuja, but you say that Abuja, I can never go. I hate the destination. But you are in the vehicle and you are going. And then they might even announce in the next 15 minutes we'll be in Abuja. This journey is very fast. But I don't like the destination. How can you marry these two together? So if you know that certain things are not going to work for you, start choosing people afresh. Yes.
And you know where the problem lies is the confidence to edit the association. A lot of times people talk about changing. Wait until December 31st. People get notepad and all, and they begin to say, from next year, this is how I want, this is the
New Year
direction I want my life to
resolutions.
go. My friends, I'm going to change this
I'm
set of
cutting
friends.
off.
Cutting off.
Somebody said, take scissors.
nobody-
Very sharp scissors. If you want to cut me off, please take scissors.
So everybody is like, I'm going to cut off from this set of friends. I'm going to start on a clean slate and all. and it's 1st January. They start first week. They are obedient to their cutting off, and then sooner or later,
Mama Inaki Kene.
we as in they blackmail you to feel we grew up together. These things we are used to doing it. Which one is you will not go again, and you see yourself dragging your feet. Next thing is that let's just go, and then you're back to the circle. So some people have the intention, like they have sat down and they have thought and they have seen that their association have not helped them in any way. And so they want to change. They want to be a better person. But the confidence to cut from, that usual blackmail. We grew up together. And then some will say, you get to certain point in your life and then you're like, my values and this person no longer aligns and I don't want to keep this friendship. And the person says, imagine this person that we grew up together and whatever, I'm calling him and he's not even picking my call. But the person is not thinking that now your values, what you believe, what you stand for is no longer aligning. If, as a Christian, I'm saying that, see, all I desire is to know God and to know, be like him. And then this person that we grew up together has gotten to a point that is saying, see, it's get rich or die trying. If now I go do so we can't continue working together. Your associates are your circles, are those people that you keep around you, and they have very strong influence on you. The scripture says, he who walks with the wise becomes wise. So you don't even need to be wise, but if you walk with the wise, bad company corrupts good morals. So what is my purpose? What is my focus? What do I want to achieve? Where am I headed to? These people that are coming close to me, or these people that have been around me, will they help me get to where I want to be? This is the question that should guide your choice of associate, or should guide you editing the associates that you have. But most times we don't even know where we are headed. We don't even care about what tomorrow holds or the one who holds tomorrow. All we are concerned is that I want to become TBN governor. But the process to where you get to, you're not interested in it. And no wonder you said there are people that have stayed with people that when you look at their life, they should not be where they are. But then the process is what they don't want to go to. Even when they get close to such people, that they should have taken advantage and learn how you got to where you are. That is not the conversation that they're interested in. Instead, they take you to a conversation that is it's just some random conversation. Personally, if there's anything I think I'm more intentional about, is the people I keep around me. I don't hate people. In fact, the Bible instructed love one another. I don't hate people or association. No, I don't dislike people, but the character or the attitude I can choose to dislike.
See, it's not a sin to dislike people. It's not a sin. It's not a sin to dislike people. And the earlier people understand that if someone says, I don't like this Joyce, love is a must for Christians. It's a must. It's a golden rule for Christianity.
True.
But like is a matter of choice based on who the other person is.
Yes.
So I can decide to love you as a Christian, but I don't like you. It's definite that I have to do things that are loving in nature, as the Bible says. Love one another. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. This and that. It's talking about love. But if I like you, I like to. Joyce, I'm having lunch at 2. Join me now. My friend is celebrating her birthday. Join. That's like. It has nothing to do with love. And that's the reason why I'm inviting you to such, is because I like you as a person. And I can take you there because you have good character, because I enjoy your company and all. And there's nothing more. But if you're talking about love, you pray for people you don't like. You help people you don't like. That's love. It's painful to love. Some people just see love as something easy. No, it's painful. Whether it's the agape love or it's the man to woman love, it's painful. Because when these people do stuff to you, you have to keep loving them regardless.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but when you talk about people can do things that will make you dislike them. It's natural because people are, it's nature and it's natural people. So, when you dislike somebody where you work, keep disliking the person, it's fine. But it's your responsibility to pray for the person. It's your responsibility to love the person. It's your responsibility to be cool with the person in that environment. after that, because something has brought you together, after that you have no business doing other stuff with that person. And that fact must be established. On today's life, we have kept Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to talk about particular things per day. On Friday, we talk about social media. On Thursday, we talk about education. On Wednesday, we talk about love, relationship, and things of that nature. On Tuesday, we talk about life. And then on Monday, we talk about work. And then we are looking at my associates. Who are my associates at work? Do you understand? Because it is very important. Joyce said something earlier. It even helps who you are. If you are not doing well at work, check the people that you are associated with. If you are doing well at work, people are responsible. Whether they are helping you with stuff or they are living a life worth emulating and you are doing and it's helping you. So if you say that my associates as a topic, then where? At work. Are there people at work that other people dislike being close to them? It's not about who the person is. It's about what they do. Because who you are, according to the Bible, she is the image and the likeness of God. That's who she is. But you see, image and likeness of God can do the bidding of the devil. Image and likeness of God can be very, very funny in the midst of godly people. Image and likeness of God can want to bring bad advice to other people. Image and likeness of God, this is who you are, but you are acting as the person that you are not. So at work, who are the kind of people that we should be close to and why? In other words, who should be our associates and why? In our churches, we have associate pastors. The reverend does not have a choice of who is his associate pastor, because it is assumed that we have one God, one Father, we have one Christ. So our attitude should not be anything other than. I went to awareness yesterday. They didn't allow me to enter one church, an Equa church. You know now, likeness and image. And I went to 4 churches. If I'm to count those that I doubled in Hausa and English, I would say 5. But the other church, they know. So I left. I went to another church. Is what I'm doing the awareness for still holding? Yes. Regardless. And I am hoping that he is proud of himself.
Well, talking about associate at work, I think it's very, very important. But it starts from your purpose of why you are there. Because if you know the reason why you are in that place, then definitely you will look for the people that their thinking align with the reason why you are there. That's how I look at it. Because for you to be somewhere,
the people's thinking must align with the reason why you are there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In that particular organization. Because number one, it starts from, okay, there's an advert that you apply. Why are you applying?
For some people, they need money.
For some people, they need money. For some people,
they want to contribute to.
Yes. They want to contribute to the growth of that particular organization. They want to key in with the vision and mission of that particular organization. And then coming there, you make sure that whatever reason that makes you to apply for the job or find yourself there, definitely you will do everything possible to see that every day you are pushing harder in order to contribute to your quota in that particular organization. So it now boils down to, the people around. Because if you said people are coming in a place to work, definitely they come from a different background, different exposure, different reason again why they are there. If you say you're coming there for money, definitely you will have one or two people that are coming there just for the monetary sake. And if you said it's because you want to contribute your quota to that particular organization, you'll find people with that same zeal, that same drive. And you see, one thing with drive, I understand that, this passion that people talk about, passion, they will say, is that burning desire for you to do something. But it's beyond that. It is more like you, like agreeing to pay the price to what you love doing. Agreeing to pay the price to what you love doing. But paying the price, that's what people subtract out of it. Because they feel passion is just a passion, what I want. That's why earlier you mentioned something like somebody will say, I want to be VC. VC, you want to be VC, how? There's a price to it. So people that you see, they are working towards becoming that you will see somebody and say, this guy is a potential of becoming this. You can't say that until you go back and check his track and see what the guy is putting down, the price the guy is paying.
What he even wants to become in his life.
What? Yes.
You can't think on his behalf.
So if you look at it, in an organization, definitely you'll find this category of people, whether is secular or is a religious organization. You find these people. That's why you find, if you go out there, you find Christians in government. Yes, we talk about work, and sometimes we talk about how people are being reluctant or certain things when you come to ministries and parastatals. You know how things work. But if you check, you will find those that are even not Christians, but they are dedicated to why they are there because they know it's a calling. Some, they don't see you employing me, giving me letter as just an employment for me to just get money. They see it as a contract between me and you that I'm supposed to do my own part, my own bidding, whether I'm a Christian or not, because they see it as an oath between me and you. You have given me this, that I will do this. And they are holding on to that because they don't want to be wanted. But some, it's just the work. So if you look at that from that angle, from that circle, but us, we are looking at it from our own calling. What is your own calling? First, personal, you as a person, what's your own calling? Then you look at it collectively when you find yourself in an organization. Then you look at who are the people that you think they see it as a calling, and the people that see it as just place to while away time and to get something to roll.
The question that Engineer Tony Nakali asks is a very fundamental one. Who should be my associate at work? We as employees, you can see yourself being in an organization with the same purpose. Like, we are all same now, we are all colleagues and all. But every organization, every business owner.
I'm not your boss, we are colleagues. Wow.
No, I'm saying people.
I'll be equaled with the people I've employed. Wow.
No.
Jemima, can you imagine? Insubordination inside church.
No. I say they are
that we are all colleagues.
Employees that see.
Victor, rewind the tape. Let's see.
After the show, we watch it. But then you find out that in an organization, employees see themselves as same. We do the same thing. We do everything. So we're entitled to same thing. But business owners, employers don't see their employees as same. They rate them in different categories. There are those that are on the A category, some on the B, some on the C. For those on the A, there are people that excellence in discharging their responsibilities, what they are after. They have that burning desire to see things work. There are those on the B category that, for them, they put in effort, but no extra effort. Like, they are the average. It can just go like that. You don't have to force things out. Then those on the C category are more like people that they just didn't want to be at home. That's why they are at the workplace. So we are all here. We are all colleagues. So let's work. But don't force them. Don't push them. They are nonchalant and all of that. when you try to stretch them, even when you see greatness in them, when you see possibility, they get angry or they get upset about it and they are not happy. So you see, though we are in the same organization, with the same vision and mission, but our own idea of being in that place is different. Somebody is there because he wants to grow on the job. He wants to become better. The other person, well, I need a job and that's why I'm here. I need to get paid and all. The other person is just there because I don't want to be bored at home and that is why I'm there. And we all meet in the same organization. Who should be my associate? If I'm on the A category, for example, I should find somebody that is also on that same A list, that your burning desire is to see yourself grow, become better, discharge your responsibility with diligence, with competence. Like you don't want to settle for anything less. That is the kind of person that I should keep as my associate. And even that person that didn't come to the work with the intention of becoming better or even contributing excellently. If you're thinking of association, let it be that person that is in the A class, not somebody on the C class as you are. You recall that there was a time I said that then what binds people together is the alignment in values. Like, because I see greatness in this person, I want to associate with this person so that I can be great. But now people are easily entangled. Their weaknesses is what brings them together. At work, if I'm a good gossiper, then I get attracted to another gossiper and we become friends. If at work I'm that particular person that is the one that is always protesting against anything that is being said, I look for another person that accepts my idea and we become best of friends. That is what constitute associate for some people. It's not really about, okay, I'm an editor and I think this guy is good with graphics, he's good with this thing. I should get closer to him so I can learn. I'm an audio engineer and this is where I want to be and this guy is doing great in that area. Let me get close to him. Some people don't look at that area of strength as what should bring them together, but it's the weaknesses that if I bring gossip, this person will contribute and we become friends. So if I find myself in a work environment and I know that I strive to become better, I don't want to be where I am. Excuse me. Then who will be my associate?
Stop eating pounded yam in the morning.
Sorry.
It's pounded yam. Sorry. She loaded pounded yam in the morning. Very early. 6:30.
Being with the right associate makes you intentional. Because it's like all of you are looking out for each other. I wouldn't really call it a competition, but
It's
you're
a
looking.
holy competition.
Oh, okay.
Because when you
Said a
put
holy
yourself against
competition.
people positively and they know, you will challenge yourself to doing greatness.
Yes. So you're looking out for each other, and then consciously or unconsciously, you're being accountable to each other. When you're with the right associates, when they see that you're moving backward, you're not being productive as you should, they want to call your notice. Oh, we noticed you're not doing this. You used to do this better than this. They push you to do better, and when you're doing well, they don't hide it, they don't keep it. They tell you, oh, you're doing well done, do more, because you are with the right people. But then, just like you said, if you're with the wrong people, when gossip is the only intimacy between all of you, then there has to be.
Take it easy on them. How can gossip be the only intimacy?
No, it works that way, really.
Like Jemima has this very appealing voice. Yeah, and she has a subtle way of insulting people sometimes. The way she says it, you think, oh, she's advising me. Until you get home, I'm on again. If I guess
I can't wait for tomorrow.
tomorrow we'll talk about it.
No, really, some will just come with a gist, and then before you know, you've taken
You become
hours
intimate with
talking about it instead of doing
Walking.
that
Let
which
me-
brought
let me-
you
let-
all
let me-
together.
Let me tell you one thing that I've noticed over time, because I was a victim of such. I worked somewhere and everything the organization said, I felt I can say better things, and when we do it, it will work. I kept doing that. But guess what? I realized what they want to achieve is different from what I want to achieve. So I said, I walked up to my boss one time and I told her, I said, I think I've been saying things that are not right. She said, all the while I knew. Guess what? She said, you are brilliant, you are intelligent, but that's not what we are looking for. She said, that's not what we are looking for. She said, we are looking for you to use all you have to help us achieve what we want. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what it means. But you know what? Stuff like that can never stop. And this is how you want to stop it. The people like that can never stop, rather. People like that can never stop doing what they're doing. But this is how you can do to stop them. Anytime Jemima comes to me to say, I heard Solo and Joyce saying, they are going to force topics on us on today's life in November. Even I'm wondering which mouth they used to say that. But then, let's just assume that they said that. You are not a nice woman. You, ba? Okay, let's assume that they said that and you heard. And you came to me and said, Joyce and Solo were discussing earlier that they will force these topics next week. I think what we should do, when they bring the topic, we should act like we are sick and leave them to go and discuss it. Do you know what? My response will determine the growth of gossip in that organization or the stagnation of gossip in that organization. I knew this Joyce and Solo, and let me even tell you something. I've been suspecting that they are having something even outside office. How do you think she will feel? She will gather some.
Excited, yes.
She will sit well because she has met a like mind. Unfortunately, you see the things that we look out for from people to be friends with them. I think it was Joyce that said, now people are not friends based on values, but based on what you can negatively do. If you are into the same negativity as me, then we can roll together. Assuming you came to me with that information, and I'm like, Jemima, that's not what I'm here for. I beg. Do you see this thing in my front is the work that I have. I don't have time. Whatever they say, please, I don't have time. Moreover, my unit head gave me this. I have to finish this. I have 2 shows in the evening. I have this. And after closing, I'm going to see my sick auntie in the hospital. Please. All these things are you people. Why are you even having interest in what they are saying? Is it official? Please. And I don't appreciate you patronizing me with such. I beg. Thank you. And you walk out on her. Why do you think she would feel comfortable coming back to you next time? I'm not saying she will not come home, but the comfort that she will have talking to you, she might insist on talking to you further. And if you give the same response with a little more emphasis, she might back out and stop patronizing you with such. But if you welcome the idea, you might even create time outside of work. When we go to banks and all of that, and you see everybody all serious, you think they don't have time for gossip. They do. Even on the counter, while they're trying to pay you or do stuff, you hear them saying stuff, and it's about other colleagues, and they laugh. Several times I hear that, and I wonder, why do people do that? It's a global thing. It's not just Nigeria. No, anywhere you go to, people do that. It's just that there are different levels to how these things are being approached. But, you know, if you are working in a place that feeds you, that clothes you, accommodates you, that does almost all your needs, majority of your needs, I think that people are poor largely because we hate to believe in things. As an organization, if all of us believe in what we are doing and we are pushing, we have seen organizations that are result oriented. They are productive with things they say, even without setting rules on people. Guess what? People will tell you, they can't work in a place where there are so much rules. Take the rules out, you will see sin. Like in its bare form, you will see it. People will even rub it on your face. They said that I can't remember this saying now. okay, that the blind man woke up to see that he's blind. And then they ask him, "Oh, you are blind." He said, "No, the eyes, they smell. I don't need them." Macau Yare said, "Do I change the worry?"
Mm.
Say, "No, me eyes. What will I do? It smells. It stinks. I don't need it." How can somebody, like a comedian said, that somebody that is jobless is advising somebody that has a job that your salary is small? A comedian said that, he said, "Be careful the people that give you advice in this Lagos."
Yeah.
That is somebody that does not have a job that is advising somebody. Say, "How much are they paying?" Say, 50,000. Say, "No, it's too small." How will you even start working?
You that don't have anything.
And anytime you tell yourself that the top is my goal, there are people, that's by nature, that's how the earth is formed. Or that's how we have formed the earth, by nature. There are people whose responsibility are to see that you don't get to that goal. People don't know that. Oh, I want to be the most famous talk show host within the religious circle. If people have heard, then you have to triple your efforts for these same people to say that we lied about this person. That means you have to work hard to achieve. Because people are waiting just to see that you are working hard, even without saying it, to see that you are working hard. Do you know that there are people that we work together? They suggest to other people that, if I have your results, I would have been in Bombay State government working. Do you know they pay graduates extra 20,000? I heard that they are advertising this job here. Why won't you try it? Your colleagues, people do that. One time, I was working somewhere, and then they told, he's very famous now. They told him, they said, leave this department. That department needs you more than this department. So he tendered his resignation before applying in that. But no, it works for him. They employed him. So they told him that his salary was twice what they were paying him while we were together. But I think they rubbished him in the second month. They didn't give him relevance. So he came back crying, and he knelt down and told my boss that he was sorry. That this was the person that advised him. This was the person that advised him. That actually they took him to, it was in Lagos. They took him to Dunlop. It was one road like that. They call it Dunlop. So they took him there. Inside the car, and they advised him. So my boss said, "No problem. We'll take you back." And then they gave him back his position. From the same office. So who are the kind of people you keep as your friends?
And you know, people think that these things are just casual. Like there's nothing, no importance attached to association. Anybody can just be my association. You have no idea what you hear from that person for just 5 minutes, what to do in your life. You need to be guided by the kind of people you associate with, the kind of things you hear. There are times that you're just happy and somebody just say just one word and you see that your mood just changed.
Yeah.
So you see why at work.
Even Jesus got that.
So you see, at work, it is important that you're mindful of the people that are your associates. Let me tell you the advantage. If you keep the right association, sooner or later you see yourself blossoming at what you do. And if you keep the wrong association, sooner or later you see yourself retrogressing at what you do.
Joyce,
Think
even
about
if you prosper, let's just say something happens and then you prosper. The same people who are the wrong association, they will find a way of dragging that prosperity to look like shit.
Yeah. No respect attached to it. You see, let me give you an example with Jonah. He had an assignment. God called him. And
Okay,
then
I thought my father.
And no, in the Bible.
Okay.
And he knew that he was running away from that assignment. Imagine the boat he went and joined. There were people, like think about the businessmen, big people. They were heading somewhere. These people had focus, they had goals, but just one person that joined that association. Look at all that they lost. Not like he's not unaware of what he carried, but he went and joined that boat. And look at what he just caused, just one man. And that's how it is even with us today. You are into business. Let's say you are a building engineer, and then your association are people that braid wigs. Every day they are talking about the braided wigs and all, and you are sitting there and looking, and you are a building engineer. You will not even know the innovation in that your field. You will not even know the things that are happening, the materials that have been upgraded and others. Sooner or later, you see yourself not even thinking of your business. You see your business either just becoming stagnant or not even growing. So same with your workplace, your business. Who are your community? Are they people that are like minds? Are they people that you share the same values? I think that's one thing personally that I watch out for. What are your values? What are my values? Some of us are so in a hurry to make friends. I was watching how that someone just came to a place newly and so, give me your number. Like you just met the person the first day you're meeting, and then this person is being introduced to you. Can I have your number? You want to form friends. Tomorrow, like you're the same person. Imagine this girl, after I told her this thing about me, look at what she's saying. You did not even wait to know the person, know his values.
It's not to say, from what Joyce is saying, is not to say don't have friends. It's not even to say don't have friends that fast. But when it becomes consequential, the effect. So if we are saying you can go ahead and do it, we are also saying be careful going ahead and do it. Because when the chips are down, you blame yourself. Do you know some people say, I wish I had someone that told me this thing was not going to work. Even if the person told you, you'd have gone ahead.
Of course.
Because why would the Bible say that?
It's common among married women.
The heart of man.
If I know what I know now, I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have what? Married Emmanuel. When Erin Dariani and Jamima,
not in her dreams.
Jamima will marry Emmanuel even
over and over again.
The arrow is being pointed at me. Who else is a married woman here apart from me? So please just call my name and my son.
So you said that.
No. Tell me to my face.
I think people must be intentional about the scripture that says, guard your heart diligently, for out of it comes the issues of life. Issues of life. That means anytime you are attacked with anything, what you have stored up in your heart is what you use to fight what you are attacked with.
Yeah.
So if gossip, anytime that's why some people don't even know how to deal with issues. When something comes, you are like, let me call Joyce. So somebody that has guarded his own heart diligently is the person coming to help the person that has been frivolous with the things that happen to them. You see, in this life, nobody, and I repeat, nobody will force knowledge into your head, but the vicissitudes of life. Nobody. The issues of life will force knowledge into your head, but not human beings. Solo told you something, you disagreed. You joined that same keke that they said, that guy is into foreigner. You joined, and then boom, they robbed you. Pride might not say he told me. You just say you are robbed in keke, but you know what I'm saying is that particular one. But whether we like it or not, life taught you a lesson. And that's how it is. And you know, I will always tell people, don't ever forget that whatever you do in this life is a seed that you are sowing. It will germinate, but not in your presence. It will germinate in your future. Not in your presence and not in your present. It will germinate in your future. And when you need something the most in your life, that seed that you have sown will uproot it from the roots and germinate and throw it. And that's the principle of life.
You know, I remember when my first experience teaching some years back.
Teacher Joyce.
Yeah. So when I got to the class, I was teaching, and that was my first experience and the first day at work. And then the next class teacher was hearing my conversation with the children, and then after the class, she called me and she said, Joyce, I heard when you were talking about this particular thing, and she said, no, I think this is wrong. You should do it this way. Like, these are people. Imagine that I find myself in that kind of profession and this is what I want. This is who I should associate with. Somebody that would tell me that, no, this is the right way to do this. This is the wrong way. You shouldn't go. Before you know, I won't definitely not repeat the same mistake again. And I will have learned and I will keep growing. In fact, next time before I even go to the class, I will go to her and say, this is what I intend to do. And then she'll say, okay, oh, wow, good. Or she can just say, no, take this away. But today at work, what you find people doing is the person that want to help you grow is the person that is your enemy. And then the person that will massage your ego is your associate. And that is what that's how people form their association. And then the times that the chips will become down, those people cannot even help you, but they would join in saying, look at how foolish this person, look how foolish this person has been. Even in business, like you want to start up a business, and then the person that will help you by giving you the right advice is not that person you want to associate with, but you want the person that will massage your ego and tell you, you can do this, you can, without telling you the risks and everything involved. And then when that moment that you just fall in that business, best say, this guy, I've never seen a foolish person like this. He got the money, he had everything, but he was not wise. He didn't apply wisdom to it. Like I said earlier on, associate is something that you have to be intentional about. First, before you make this person your associate, it's okay to love. We have rightly established it. But association is something you should be intentional about. Why am I even keeping this person? Like, if you need to go back and edit your friends, please do that. Why am I keeping this person? And then how has my association with this person helped me so far? Now check where you are today, like, and the level at which you are. So look at the association that you have kept. How have they contributed to where you are? You recall that earlier we said, you are saying, I have friends, but 4 of my friends are fools. You didn't count well because you are actually the 5th one. There's no way that you have 5 friends and they are all fools, 4 are fools, and you are not.
Say 5 of us are fools.
And then you can't have friends that are wise, and you are not. Something is wrong with you. You should sit down and then retrospect. Where did I get it wrong? It means there's something missing. I see. Whatever it would take you to make the right association, be deliberate about it. Be deliberate, whatever it would take you. There are people that are being insulted because they chose the right association. People will say, you are just doing like house girl or house boy to this person. I had that experience. When I started work, like some group of my colleagues will say, this one is just doing like house girl. Yeah, they will call you names if you're headed towards success and
if
growth.
you know what you want to achieve,
if you
know what
names.
you want to achieve, there was a musician on the plateau. He was washing, ironing, helping. He was just there. So one day, and his master was a musician too. So one day he told the musician, he says, sir, I'm trying to see, I put some songs together. I want to do an album. He said, yes, you can go ahead. That time, that person made 250,000 naira cash on the day of his launching, cash. After that, 2 people gave him 500,000. And that album went round this country. Guess what? His friends that were coming to visit him there, that were already releasing albums, they are like, so bros, so what is this how you are going to live your life? You are an adult, you should be thinking of getting married, you should be thinking of, you are ironing, you are doing this, you are washing, you are cleaning. At this age, there was nothing they didn't tell him. People don't know that keeping your eyes on the prize without shaking, without wavering, is the only way to get to the success. But if you don't take your attention on the destination and focus on the process, because it is the process that you need to deal with to get to the destination. Keep your eyes on the prize. That is what is going to make you deal with the process that takes you to the destination. Because you cannot keep your eyes on the prize and expect that it's just one leap that will get you there. No. Okay, if you take a step, once you're about to drop it, you see a broken bottle there. You have to suspend that foot on the air till you clear that broken bottle. Because if you step on that broken bottle, the journey will be delayed. You can't walk any longer. That's why sometimes I walk with some people, but I disregard the existence of some. I work with many people, but I disregard the existence of some because I know even thinking about who they are as humans will drag me back. It will pull me back. So I assume this girl does not work with me. This guy is not here. This one, even though I see them, they are not with me. Do I still love them? Yes. Do I like them? No. Because your character is what makes, and that's why some people will tell you, Joyce, you have favorites at work. Solo, you have favorites at work. Solo, if it's Jamema, you even share your lunch, you do solo this thing. Let's look at, it's true, it's natural. Like begats like. You cannot, the Bible didn't say iron sharpened wood. It said iron sharpens iron. And so man does the countenance of his brother. So if you find Solo to be your kind of person, you will flock together. If I find Jemima to be receptive to gossip,
Flocking.
once ever, once there is an opportunity, I'm plugged or she's plugged.
Update.
So what do you hate the most about negative associations at work?
They make you unproductive. And
You are always ready. Anytime they ask her questions, like they told her that
Like
they
the
will ask
thing
her
is
these
here.
questions.
It's just here.
Okay, sorry.
They are from where? Bassa, right? Right.
they make you not to give your best
Okay.
at your workplace. So because you're with the wrong set of people, you would never get to where you are supposed to be.
Somolon.
They contaminate your mindset.
You just become a mediocre, unproductive, irrelevant, and not even effective or efficient.
But is there a way, in closing, I can see that our time is fast spent. Is there a way that we can deal with such eventualities? I know we've talked about it, but as individuals, how do we
Yeah.
feel eventualities of such can be dealt with?
Okay, like personally, is it as an organization or
No,
personally?
no, it's personal because
Okay.
organizations don't have human beings as associates.
All right. So, like as an individual, if I find myself with the wrong associate and I'm not happy with where I am, or probably people have told me that, see, something is wrong, I will go back and edit the associates that I have. I should be able to check who has been advising me rightly, who has been advising me wrongly. Disconnect, disassociate from those that have made me become unproductive or have made me imbibe that negative attitude or character towards work that I have.
Well, I feel one time we talked about this, like growth is personal, yet is collective. But you see that personal one, you have to be deliberate. Any moment you feel you are being dragged, because you have a purpose, you have a goal to achieve, and there's something that is dragging it, like you mentioned the scissors earlier. Find
Sharp
the-
one.
Me, I will
sharpest.
give you 2 cutlass, it's not scissors. So that when you cut
anything cut, whether cutlass, knife, any, just use it and cut off, because
hacksaw.
you just have to be deliberate. You just have to be deliberate. Cut anything that is dragging.
Would not make you to do well. And if someone notices that and gathers the courage to talk to you about it, sit down and really do the needful.
Where will your
Yes.
mind be when someone is telling you things that are anti-progress? For you to even accept it and to think of start working with it. The economy of this country is terrible. The dollar is 100, is 1,250 today.
Yes.
Yes. So think about it. The more this dollar, this naira crashes, the more irrelevant your salary becomes.
It's true.
And you want to leave something that you have that is small to do something that you are not sure can come. Sir, today if the president of Nigeria says resign from Equa TV, I want to make you this, I say, sir, give me the appointment letter. Bring it first. I'm not resigning, Jack.
Hmm.
I'm not resigning, Jack, sir, because some of us don't work for the money.
Hmm.
Some of us don't work for the money. The money is important, but we don't work for it. We need it, but it's not the reason. And if you have reasons like why we work, you will become more accomplished in life. I work to fulfill purpose. I don't work to earn money. I work to fulfill purpose. And you see, when you don't understand work from that point of fulfillment, you will struggle. The salary will be small. We're not saying this to justify people that are paid small. But think about it. If it's on that organization to raise money to pay you, that means the organization is also affected by the economy. What you used to buy with that 50,000 naira salary, now that means you divide it into 3. It can only buy one portion. The moment the naira goes down, everything in the market will go up. And the economy of this world from beginning is not meant to go up to come down. It's meant to go up and keep going up. I think what people should be doing is start thinking of a side hustle that will give you much more money on top of what you do without taking your time. If you understand it that way, you have less need to deal with associates. Because it's expensive to have more friends.
Yes.
When you start chatting all of them, it's money you are consuming. When you start calling them on phone, it's money you are consuming. When you start visiting them, it's money. Whether you have your own car, as a matter of fact, it's more expensive. See rich people now entering commercial vehicles. It's cheaper to travel in Nigeria in a commercial vehicle.
Yes.
It's cheaper to get to the other destination and even take Bolt up and down or whatever means of transportation and pay. Overthinking that I have to have friends at work. Somebody I will go and have lunch together. Somebody we will talk about this. Somebody will talk about that. In the world, nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that. So people should be careful the associations they have around them.
That's a powerful one, and I personally I've learned a lot. It's an eye opener. See, like I said earlier on, the Bible is very clear and it's instructive about loving one another. But associates, you should be intentional about editing them. Thank you so much for doing this with me, and to our viewers out there. In association, there's really power. So watch out for the people you keep around you. They should be positive in terms of impacting your life, not those that will drain you. Like the Bible says, bad company corrupt good morals. So ensure that the associates you keep are those that will help you grow and become better. Until we come your way tomorrow, same time, you have a blessed day. Bye.